What's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be putting together a custom Fender Stratocaster. Bought some parts on the internet and thought it'd be kind of a fun little build. So I decided to go with the 3-color sunburst, kind of get that vintage style look to it. And I couldn't find any of these built in the USA. I believe this is Mexican built, but the neck here, that's a USA built neck. And most of the other parts here bought are all pretty much all Fender parts except for the pickups and the pick guard. So first thing I did was put the bridge in, and this is just a Fender vintage style bridge, as you can see by the screws in the front there. And it actually lined up pretty nice and worked pretty well. My next step was to kind of line the pick guard, make sure it was all going to fit and get ready to drill some holes. I didn't have to do any cutting on the back side of the pick guard, but for the front side I ended up having to do for the neck. And as you can see, I got all my holes drilled here. One thing I've always been told working on guitars is to use some kind of lubrication on the bolts or the screws. In this case I used a candle wax. For my pick guard, it's a Cash vintage tortoise, and it's pre-wired with Wilkinson pickups, and it's actually made in the USA, believe it or not. And this one came out to be about $42 on Amazon, so it's really nothing. I'm not expecting a whole lot from it, but I just kind of more wanted to try it out and see for the money if it's any good. For my next step here, I'm soldering in the ground wire for the pick guard. As you guys can see, I'm not all that good with the iron. A lot more used to using a torch on bigger wires. And after that, we went ahead and soldered in the input jack on it. Now all the electronics are done, it was time to bolt on the neck. And as you guys can see, we actually had to drill a 4th hole because the neck I have here wouldn't fit the body with the 4-bolt style. It wanted one of the 3 bolts with the offset on it. Some of my last few steps here were putting on the locking strap and putting the tuners in. And this was all actually pretty easy. I got Fender locking tuners, the brushed chrome. So I got the strings put on her, and she's all tuned up. She's ready to play. Let's see how she sounds. And I'm going to be running this through my Valitron 200 just into a PA, so nothing really fancy, pretty normal. So all in all, it turned out pretty good. The only problems I really had here is the pick guard was broken from Amazon there. Not a big deal. And the other thing I noticed, when you're on the bridge pickup all the way back in the selector switch, you can't change the tone. So I'm not sure if that's how these are set up or if that's just happened to come on this one wired wrong or something. But when you flip it up to the next position there, tone works good. But this is that. You get a really... almost like the tone's maxed out when it's in the bridge position like that. But anyways, thanks for watching and have a good day.